Maayong buntag na imbag na bigat, maupay nga aga at mabuhay. Ako po si Sofia.
And I am Justin, and you are watching
Lakambini
Files. Today marks March 23, and today we have a few fun guests for today's segment.
Bakit naman, Justin? Anong meron?
Before that, let us introduce them first, and in just a moment, you'll understand why. She is currently a professor at PUP and holds a PhD in history, a historian, and a feminist. She shares stories and inspiration with the youth. Please welcome Miss Eliza Shane Tismo.
Good day, good day. Thank you for having me here.
Ayan, salamat po sa pagpapaunak sa imbitasyon.
Okay, now let's proceed to our next guest. It is someone many of you surely recognize. She has over 100,000 followers, likely because of her strong advocacy as a feminist, became a symbol and a voice of women in the fight for their rights. Ambassador of her story, part of the podcast Sisters Unscripted, and she's been a speaker in numerous conferences and gatherings. Now, let us welcome Miss Chesna Antea Gonzalez.
Ayan, magandang buhay po. Pangarap ko talaga makabisita dito. Maraming salamat.
Ayan, ang isa sa mga kilalang feminista nandito sa Lakambini Files. Naku, mukhang alam ko na kung anong pag-uusapan natin ngayon, Justine. Naalala ko rin na buwan ng kababaihan nga pala ngayong Marso. Naamoy kong isang binibining bayani ang tampok natin ngayon, no?
Yes, you guessed it right actually. And we have Miss Eliza and Miss Chesna to commemorate yet another Filipino hero. Actually, we have another guest. But first, we have to play a game to guess the hero that we will be talking about. This game is called The Who. Basically, fill in the blanks of some statements of our hero for the day.
Para sa laro na to, magbibigay ako ng mga pahayag o linya tungkol sa hero natin nang may kulang o patlang napupunan nyo naman sa pamagitan ng mga litrato kung kinakailangan.
Were you all able to understand the mechanics of the game?
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed, Sophia. What's our first clue?
Unang clue, siya ay tinaguri ang Joan of Blanc na sumisimbolo sa kanyang katapangan sa panahon ng pananakop ng mga Hapon kasabay na ikalawang digmaang pandaigdig.
Subukan ko lang ha. Joan of Arc.
Tama, napakagaling mo naman, binibining Chesna.
Sa totoo lang, naririnig ko na to dati pero hindi malinaw. Baka si binibining Eliza, mas may ideya kung sino ba to kaagad.
Actually, I do. I think I know who this is, but I'd like to play along.
No, I guess that's good. Then you might be able to answer this hard one. Aside from Joan of Arc, she also earned the nickname. It is Beauty.
It's definitely Beauty Queen Warrior. It highlights her unique combination of femininity and confident side, given her previous job or field of work, which I think will be mentioned later on as well.
This army which she led was one of the most effective against the Japanese forces during the World War II. What's the army called, Miss Eliza?
I believe it's the Hukbalahap.
Tama po, binibining Eliza. Alam niyo po ba ang ibig sabihin ng Hukbalahap, binibining Chesna?
Sa pagkakaalam ko, ang literal na ibig sabihin nito ay hukbo, laban sa mga Hapon, hukbalahap.
Mahusay po, alam niyo rin po palang ibig nitong sabihin. At gaya nga ng nabanggit kanina, ito ay ang samahan o hukbo ng mga Pilipinong lumaban sa mga Hapones noong panahon ng ikalawang digmaang pandaigdig. Binibining Eliza, maaari niyo na po bang ihayag kung sino nga ba ito?
Well, based on the clues that we've had, she's Remedios Gomez Paraiso, also known as Commander Liwayway.
Yes, that's correct. Now that you have finally guessed our hero for today, let us all welcome Miss Angie May Paraiso Lapore, the great-great-granddaughter of one and only Remedios Gomez Paraiso.
Laging ipinapaalala ng mga lola ko na ang tunay na edukasyon ay hindi lang tungkol sa kaalaman, kundi sa paghubog ng mabuting pagkatao.
Ayan, napakahusay, no? Hindi maitatanging ito ay apo ng ating Commander Liwayway.
Now, to officially introduce our heroine for today's session, we'll be doing once again through a fun and interactive game.
So, tinatawag ang game na ito na Fact o Mito. Dito malalaman natin kung alin sa mga kwento tungkol kay Commander Liwayway ang totoo at alin ang haka-haka lamang.
Our participants will be Miss Chesna, Miss Angie, her bloodline of course, and yours truly.
Tama ka dyan, ma'am. Ngayon ay mag-isa muna ako mag-host para sa ating palaro. At syempre, hindi lang sila ang pwedeng sumagot. Pati kayong aming manonood. Itala niyo lamang sa ibaba kung anong sagot ang sa tingin niyo ay tama. Pagkatapos naman ng bawat tanong, nandiyan naman si Miss Eliza para ibahagi ang tamang sagot at magdagdag ng karagdagang kaalaman tungkol sa ating bayaring si Commander Liwayway. Handa na ba kayo? Paunahan lamang kayo sumagot ng fact o mito. So, pwede siguro paunahan magtaas na lang ng kamay. So, handa na ba ang lahat?
Ready na?
Unang tanong, bago siya naging mandirigma, si Commander Liwayway ay isang beauty queen na gumagawa ng damit at pabango. Fact o mito? Ayan, nauna ko nakitang magtaas ng kamay si Miss Chesna. Ang tanong, fact o mito?
Tingin ko ay fact.
Ang sagot mo ay fact. Tama ba ito, binibining Eliza?
The answer is absolutely a fact. So before she became known as Commander Liwayway, her real name was, of course, Remedios Quinto Gomez Paraiso. She was born in Mexico, Pampanga. She was the daughter of Basilio Gomez, the town's former vice mayor. And before that, she was known for her beauty, for her elegance, and her creativity, especially because she loved making perfumes, sewing gowns, and joining beauty pageants as a teenager. Her life was full of color and care until something happened that changed everything.
Grabe, no? Ang hirap isipin na yung isang babaeng ganun ka-elegante ay bigla na lang haharap sa digmaan. Pero bakit nga ba? Patuloy natin alamin ang kwento ni Commander Liwayway sa mga susunod na katanungan. Pangalawang tanong, sumama lang si Commander Liwayway sa kilusan dahil gusto niya lang makipaglaban. Fact o mito? Sige, Mars, ikaw na to.
I think that's a myth.
Tama ba ito, binibining Eliza?
Well, correct. That is a myth. She didn't join the resistance because she wanted to fight. She joined because she was grieving and angry about what happened. So when her father was the vice mayor, he refused to cooperate with the Japanese during their occupation in 1941. And then because of that, he was captured, tortured, and paraded lifeless around town as a warning. Remedios witnessed all of this, and though she had never been politically active before, that moment changed her. She left her town and joined the Hukbalahap, climbing the mountains to seek justice, not just for her father, but for others who couldn't.
Yun din po ang kwento sa amin. Hindi siya lumaban para sumikat o sumubok lang. Lumaban siya kasi may nawala sa kanya.
Grabe, ang bigat, pero sobrang nakakamangha. Lalo na ngayon, ang daming kabataan ang nawawala ng boses kapag may nangyayaring mali. Kaya sobrang nakakabilib siya talaga. Kaya ito naman ang susunod na katanungan. Kahit sa gitna ng laban, kilala si Commander Liwayway sa pagsusuot ng formal na damit at walang lipstick. Wow, fact ba to or mito? Binibining Chesna?
Naaalala ko tong kwento na to. Sa tingin ko, ito yung fact.
Binibining Eliza, tama ba yun?
That is certainly a fact. Commander Liwayway became known for something no one expected in a war. Her red lipstick, her dress, and her poise. Who would expect someone to be showing up in war like that? Before every battle, she would fix her hair, wear her perfume, and apply her signature red lipstick. It wasn't about appearance though, it was about her presence. Through her actions, she showed femininity didn't have to be hidden to be viewed as strong.
Ang dami rin namin sa pamilya na talagang tinangkilik siya. Hindi para mamukha maganda, kundi para ipakita na pwede kang maging babae habang nagiging matapang.
Tama. Sa panahon ngayon, maraming babaeng pinipilit na magmukhang hindi masyadong babae dahil tingin nila mukha sila mahina. Pero si Commander Liwayway, hindi niya tinago yung pagkababae niya. Bagkus, ginamit niya ito bilang lakas.
I love that. She didn't trade her identity for power. Instead, she carried both.
Totoo. Ngayon nagsisimula na talaga tayong kilalanin at tuloy mamangha sa kanya. Kaya naman ito na ang susunod na katanungan. Naging commander agad si Commander Liwayway pagpasok niya sa Hukbalahap? Fact o mito? Ayan, si Binibining Angie.
Mito yan. Ang kwento sa aming pamilya, naging nurse muna siya.
That is correct, it is a myth. When Remedios joined the Hukbalahap, she didn't step in as a commander. She first started as a nurse. She learned how to care for the wounded, she brought in food and supplies and acted as a liaison between the leaders and various sympathizers. But her father's death continued to fuel her, so she trained in combat using weapons and strategies. And over time, she earned the respect of her male leaders and volunteered to lead her own guerrilla unit. That unit grew to nearly 200 fighters. This made her one of the few female commanders during World War II, proving that leadership was not defined by gender, but by courage.
Pinatunayan talaga ni Commander Liwayway, no, na kahit babae ka, pwede kang mamuno sa gitna ng gera. Mahalagang tingalain natin siya kasi hanggang ngayon, konti pa rin yung mga babae na mataas na posisyon. Kaya para sa mga kababaihang leader ngayon at sa mga taong walang paniniwala sa sarili, si Commander Liwayway ang ebidensya na kaya talaga.
Kaya pala tinagurian siyang beauty queen warrior. Hindi lang sa itsura, kundi sa pumumuno na rin. Ngayon ay dadako na tayo sa ating huling katanungan. Matapos ang digmaan, tuluyan nang nawala sa eksena si Commander Liwayway at namuhay ng tahimik. Fact o mito? Justin?
I'd say it's a myth.
Yes, this is a myth. Although Commander Liwayway stepped away from the battlefield, she did not stop fighting. After World War II, she became a key figure, advocating for the recognition of Filipino guerrilla fighters, especially women. She worked alongside Luis Starrock in the Hook Veterans Organization and served on its executive committee. For more than 20 years, she helped ensure that the veterans received their pensions and the respect that they ultimately deserve. Her courage continued not only in the mountains, but in government offices, pushing policies, filing forms, and representing forgotten fighters. Her heroism evolved, but it never disappeared.
Yan din talaga ang hinahangaan ko sa kanya. Hindi lang siya tumigil sa laban, tumulong siya sa mga kasamang lumaban.
Kaya isa talaga siya sa mga hinahangaan ko sa totoo lang. Ibang klase kasi talaga siya. Hindi lang siya tumulong nung main pa yung laban, pero pinili rin niyang manatili kahit wala nang nakakakita. Para sa akin, yun yung sukatan ng tunay na bayani. Kaya yung kahit tapos na yung gera, tuloy pa rin yung paglilingkod. At sa kwento niya, makikita mo kung gaano kalalim talaga yung lakas ng isang Pilipina.
Napakagandang linya ng pagtatapos para sa ating diskusyon tungkol sa ating bayani. Maraming salamat sa ating mga kalahok at kay Miss Eliza sa pagpapakilala niya kay Commander Liwayway sa ating lahat.
Okay, now that we are about to conclude the Remedios Gomez Paraisos chapter, this has already been a tradition in our show.
Bibigyan ka ng pagkakataon na magbanggit ng isang salita para ilarawan ang mga Pilipina noon at ngayon. Ano ito? Unahin na natin si Miss Eliza.
Well, the history as we know it prominently features male warriors, the fighters, but I would use this word for women. Then and now, they are women of valor.
Napakagandang salita para ilarawan sila. Karaniwan natin naririnig ang katapangan para sa mga kalalakihan, pero nakakapanibago at nakakapagbigay lakas na sa pagkakataong ito ay may ugnay natin ang salitang ito sa mga kababaihan.
How about you, Miss Chesna?
Pipiliin ko talaga yung salitang mapangahas o fearless.
Gusto kong dagdagan ang sinabi ni Binibining Chesna. Bukod sa pagiging walang takot, sila rin ay mapangahas. Ang mga kababaihan, noon at ngayon, ay may malinaw na pag-unawa sa kung ano ang tama at kung ano ang dapat nilang ipaglaban.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Before we end the Lakambini Files, we must all remember that they may be in the trenches of war, but they are still driving in with their lipstick. Their world may also be crumbling, but you can still see them facing it with their heads up.
Bilang paggunita sa buwan ng kababaihan, nais kong ipaalala sa bawat babae, anuman ang inyong edad, na kayo ay mga ilaw ng ating lipunan. Kayo ang liwanag ng inyong mga tahanan para sa inyong pamilya at kinikilala bilang mga gabay na tanglaw ng buong bayan. Ang pamanang ito ay nagsimula pa bago pa man makamit ng ating bansa ang kalayaan. Dahil ang mga kababaihan ang nagsisiping gabay sa kung ano ang tama at makatarungan at naway hindi niyo ito kailanman makalimutan. Ako si Sofia Gilaw.
And I am Justin Constantino, and this is Lakambini Files.